When it comes to moving into a new house, what I mean by that, when I tell my clients, is you don't grow in the house that you grew up in, you grow in the house that you create. And what that looks like is not everybody came from a house that was perfect, that had everything functioning normally. Everybody got along, nurture, loving, caring, although we may feel that way. But not everybody comes from that house, especially when we go out into the world and we meet people that have different experiences, people that, come from a different background, a different religion, a different nationality, a different financial outlook, stability, education, success, relatives, family, adoption, all of that stuff. We're meeting all of these people that had very different material attachments put on them without their consent. And that is everybody. We cannot control the house that we are carried into when we manifest here on earth, okay? And although we say that we choose our life path before we get here, yes, we do, but we also have free will. So there's a gray area there. It's a little blurry for me now, the more I explore this, because if we have free will and we chose the path that we're supposed to be on and everything is laid out for us as to what's going to happen, we have free will as to how we could change that. But we're not consciously, as humans, aware of every single path and everything that we're supposed to be coming up against unless we are using our intuition consciously, paying attention to, the people we meet, the places we go, and the houses that we live in. There are 12 houses in the Zodiac. And within those 12 houses, 13 if you want to get technical, but there's 12 houses in the Zodiac, okay? And within those 12 houses are different areas where different parts of your Zodiac sign makeup affect those houses, okay? Or not even so much affect, but rule those houses, all right? So you want to make sure that you're understanding the 12 houses of the Zodiac and you're understanding what's in those houses, what phase of the moon is the Zodiac sign in for the day. There's the daily moon. The moon changes every 2 and a bit days. So you want to know your chart, and you don't have to dive deep into your astrological chart. You don't have to, do that. You could just have your chart and you say, okay, today is the waning crescent. It's in Capricorn. In Capricorn, in what house does Capricorn rule? And those are things that you could be looking at in your life to make these drastic changes. To say, okay, this is what I need to look at to see, does something need to change? Do I need to rewrite this story? And what do I need to manifest going forward? And you keep doing that over and over and over again until you have a new house. You're not changing your path. You're being consciously aware of it. And you're using your intuition to know if this particular house or room in my life is not working for me, what energy can I tap into to change it? What can I do to change that? And this is where new moon comes in, where you're sitting with me, you're working with me one-on-one. And we're getting to the root cause of these issues and problems. We're getting to that pre-birth life path look with the channeled messages that are helping to guide you to say, this was this point in time. Because when you pass over, when you cross over, and even people that have come out that have had near-death experiences where they come back, we call them NDAs, I call it something else. But when we come back from that, many people, and this is undisputable, there are many people who have said that their spirit guides or their angels, whatever, however they describe it, many different ways, were shown specific points in their life when they could have made a different decision, or how their decision or their words impacted someone. And they were given guidance about this. And they were shown many things. They were shown the secret to their life. And they did not come back in despair and saying, oh my God, I died and I'm so scared. No, they came back with love, and they came back with gratitude for their spiritual self and comfort for being on the other side, because they were able to rest and look and see. And you do not have to have a near-death experience in order to achieve this. All you need to do is tap into your spiritual self, tap into your spirit guides, and ask them for help. That's what they're there for. If there are certain people in this world that are capable of understanding this and are capable of saying, yeah, you know what? There has been this voice here, or there has been that intuition inside of me that has told me this isn't a good decision, or this is a good decision. You should go for it, and you get the good results. We are here to navigate our way through life by energy and intuition and consciousness and mindfulness and all of these stuff, but that doesn't work for you unless you're tapped in. So once you tapped in and you're clearing your auric field and you're aligning your chakras and you're getting in touch with your spirit guides and they're speaking to you and you're speaking back to them and you're planning your life, you're manifesting your life, things get better for you. And a lot of people say, well, I just want to be happy. You are happy. Happiness comes from making your life as comfortable as possible, because life is not without challenges. Life is not without these roadblocks that come in where there's certain points in life. So if you've had a near-death experience where someone can tell you, or your spirit guides have told you, hey, look at how you just impacted this person here by saying what you said to this person, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. And then let's say here on earth, you're somebody who's a public speaker. And let's say you had a heart attack and you passed out and you were in the hospital and you had this NDA and you were thinking, wow, like I didn't realize that as I was giving my speech that I was impacting someone else and I was saving their life. People, they tend to think that if they don't have likes or followers or reviews or anything, to demonstrate that their words are impactful, you're never gonna know how many people you actually impact, because it's not for you to know. Because everybody takes a little bit of information on this planet that they learn and that they hear from other people. And they use it and it helps them. Because not everything you say is meant to be for everyone. Just even the tiniest little word. And I can relate to that because there was one point in my life when I was very stuck, I was very down, I couldn't get myself out of it. I felt trapped. I was trapped by my weight. I was trapped by a toxic relationship. I was, trapped by family circumstances, by toxic relationships, toxic work environments. I had no drive. I had nothing. But then and this is so funny, I watched the movie Tangled. And the one point where she's, singing like, when will my life begin? I just want to get out of this tower and I want to live my life. I'm stuck in the same place I've always been. And that meant so many things for me. Stuck in the same place I've always been. And it wasn't that I was living in a different apartment in a different part of New York with a different person. I was in the same house that I grew up in. And when I realized that, I said, oh no, I've got to get out. And there was nothing stopping me. Just the same thing as Rapunzel. There was nothing stopping Rapunzel from getting out and changing and exploring the world. There was nothing stopping her. Because the house that she came from was a house of love, a house of two parents that never stopped lighting the way back home. And that light for me was my spirit team, was my spirit guides, was Jesus, the Lord, everything. And I followed that light and I got out. I left my tower because there was nothing stopping me. And I was not going to be stuck in the same place that I've always been, and you do not have to be stuck either. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, give me a call or text me at 516-448-6014. Thank you.